Hi, it's Lynn Liaz. Just a quick news update in case you haven't already heard about it or in case you didn't experience any problems. But there was an enormous cyber attack that took place today that was so huge. It has officials very concerned and they're still investigating it. They say that this definitely was not the work of some kids in a basement, but somebody who knows what they're doing. In fact, it affected the FBI's website as well. Now, they were concluding that it could either be something along the lines of WikiLeaks supporters, and WikiLeaks was asking them to stop if that was the case. And another scenario they gave was it could have been Russia doing it. Now, this problem affected the internet on a global level. So, in fact, I had an experience today and I knew nothing about it yet, but I tried to get onto this website right here. It's called Video Blocks, and I used them, just subscribed to them like 2 months ago. And so I went on today and the website wouldn't work. I couldn't call them, couldn't email them, nothing. I finally reached out to them on Facebook. And when I did, somebody called me back right away and explained the problem to me. So this was huge. Here's what they're saying in the article. Let me go to the one on Reuters. It says hackers unleashed a complex attack on the internet through common devices like webcams and digital recorders and cut access to some of the world's best known websites on Friday, a stunning breach of global internet stability. The attack struck Twitter, PayPal, Spotify, and other customers of an infrastructure company in New Hampshire called DIN, which acts as a switchboard for internet traffic. Now, I'm not sure if that's pronounced Dean or DIN, but there you go. The attackers used hundreds of thousands of internet-connected devices that had previously been infected with a malicious code that allowed them to cause outages that began in the eastern United States and then spread to other parts of the country and Europe. The complexity of the attacks is what's making it very challenging for us, said DIN's Chief Strategy Officer Kyle York. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security and the Federal Bureau of Investigation said they were investigating. Now, let me pause real quick right there. In the video over here on CBS News, they do allude to the fact that it could be somebody practicing to take out the entire internet. Now, if something of this nature happened, can you imagine the devastation? Banks would be affected, therefore the economy would be affected. Gas stations, just about everything, every business out there, everybody would be affected. This would be catastrophic. Going back to the article on Reuters, it said the disruptions come at a time of unprecedented fears about the cyber threat in the United States, where hackers have breached political organizations and election agencies. Friday's outages were intermittent and varied by geography. Users complained they could not reach dozens of internet destinations, including Mashable, CNN, the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, Yelp, and some businesses hosted by Amazon.com. DIN said attacks were coming from millions of internet addresses, making it one of the largest attacks ever seen. Security experts said it was an especially potent type of distributed denial of service attack, or DDoS, in which attackers flood the targets with so much junk traffic they freeze up. DIN said that at least some of the malicious traffic was coming from connected devices, including webcams and digital video recorders that had been infected with control software named Mirai. Security researchers have previously raised concerns that such connected devices, sometimes referred to as the Internet of Things, lack proper security. The Mirai code was dumped on the internet about a month ago, and criminal groups are now charging to employ it in cyber attacks, said Allison Nixon, director of security research at Flashpoint, which was helping DIN analyze the attack. Dale Drew, chief security officer, communications provider level 3, said that other networks of compromised machines were also used in Friday's attack, suggesting that the perpetrator had rented access to several so-called botnets. The attackers took advantage of traffic routing services such as those offered by Alphabet Inc.'s Google and Cisco Systems Inc.'s OpenDNS to make it difficult for DIN to root out bad traffic without also interfering with legitimate inquiries, Drew said. DIN can't simply block the internet protocol addresses they're seeing because that would be blocking Google or OpenDNS, said Matthew Prince, CEO of security and content delivery firm Cloudflare. These are nasty attacks, some of the hardest to protect against. Government warned of attacks. Drew and Nixon both said the makers of connected devices needed to do far more to make sure that the gadgets can be updated after security flaws are discovered. Big businesses should also have multiple vendors for core services like routing internet traffic. And security experts said those DIN customers with backup domain name service providers would have stayed reachable. The Department of Homeland Security last week issued a warning about attacks from the Internet of Things following the release of the code for Mirai. Now, I'm not sure that it says it in the actual article here, but the video here about it did mention Russian cyber attacks being a possibility. Now, nobody confirmed that it was Russia for sure. It was speculation. And then, of course, there was speculation about it possibly being supporters of WikiLeaks. So nobody really knows. They do know this was ultra professional. This was not just some kids or anything like that. Personally, I think it could be something to do with Russia. Who knows? Regardless, I just want you to be aware of how devastating it would be if attacks like this continue to persist and get worse. And if somebody really is trying to test or practice to take out the internet. If you're not already subscribed to me, please go to youtube.com/Lynn Leahz. That's LYNLEAHZ. And subscribe to me today for all the latest prophecy news updates. Please share my videos wherever you can. Time is short. People need to be aware of the truth. And also, please check out getthetea.com. Ronnie is the owner of getthetea.com. His products are awesome. And you will also be helping me and to support me in what I do by purchasing Ronnie's products. And I can attest that his products work because I use them. I do not let anyone sponsor me without trying their products and knowing that their products do work. And something else I encourage everyone to do, start stocking up on survival food. Little by little, do what you can. Now, I'd like it if you would go to my sponsor, and I'm going to give you that information in a minute, but everybody needs to start stocking up and be prepared for anything that should come. You know, we don't know if the economy crashes or a catastrophe happens, whatever the case may be, little by little. Go to foodforliberty.com/Leahz, LEAHZ, and check out their products. They have some great prices. They offer GMO-free food. They have a gluten-free selection as well and all sorts of stuff. So be sure and check them out and use the link foodforliberty.com/Leahz. Thanks again, and thank you to everyone out there who prays for me as I pray for you. And thank you for all of your love and support. And God bless you. And again, let's just stay close to Jesus Christ. Put on our whole armor because we are in the midst of one of the worst spiritual battles ever. And it's going to get worse. Thanks a lot. God bless you.